Hello and welcome to PGSN's broadcast of Pleasant Grove versus Lone Peak High School. I'm here tonight with me, myself, Brigham Ray, and Bridger Carson. And we are ready to go here in Valhalla, Pleasant Grove, Utah. Pleasant Grove just winning their JV game on a buzzer beater by Jamari Egbar at the very last second to beat Lone Peak 60-59. Tonight, looking to be a fun matchup. A rematch of last year's state championship game, which featured these two teams, and Lone Peak coming away with a close one. We're about ready to go, just under a minute and 15 seconds to go until tip-off. If you want to come out and support, $4 to get in unless you're a student. And if you're a student, it's always fun to come to these games. If not, KSL Live, I believe that's where we're on tonight. And we're ready to go. We're excited for this one. It's going to be a good one.
Yep, packed house here in Valhalla.
Just getting ready for the national anthem. My mistake earlier, I said that it is on KSL. It is currently on YouTube on KPGR AA1. So tune in you're already on there if you're watching this or listening, so. We are ready to hear our starting lineups for the Lone Peak Knights.
Lots of new faces this year for the Knights, as 4 out of 5 of their starters graduated this past season. And now for the Vikings starting lineup.
Pleasant Grove's starting lineups are at the 2 guard, Casey Brown, number 3, out of local Pleasant Grove, Utah. He has a preferred walk-on to BYU, and at the, I believe the small forward, they're playing Tyler Fairbanks, number 12. Kavika Akina is starting at the 1 guard, or the point guard, coming off a broken hand in the Chicago tournament, and Matt Van Komen playing center, who has a scholarship to Utah University, and Cale Mickelson playing the power forward here tonight, number 24. The starting lineups for the Knights will be number 24, Jackson, number 15, Pollard, number 30, Zenter, and number 40, Brimhall, and number 5, Smithson, as the tip goes to Lone Peak.
Ball gets fed inside to Pollard. Pollard with the mid-range J, hits it from the elbow. Casey Brown has the ball on the wing, swings it up top to Kavika Akina, as the Vikings will set up their offense. Kavika Akina looks left wing, fed inside to Matt Van Komen, and Matt Van Komen flushes down the alley-oop pass.
Beautiful setup there by the Viking offense to get it to their star center, Matt Van Komen.
That'll be key for the Vikings to win this game, is feed the ball inside. As Pollard drives inside, is met at the rim by Matt Van Komen. Rebound goes to the Vikings. Fairbanks tosses up top to Kavika, who drives. Ball gets fed back into Matt Van Komen. Misses the turnaround J. A lot of contact inside, as the refs will signal for a jump ball, but another ref comes running in and signals for the timeout by Lone Peak.
Great aggressive play there by Pleasant Grove's Cale Mickelson, and it looks like Casey Brown on the far side getting in on that ball.
Great hustle by both teams on that loose ball. The Knights lost their past region game to the Westlake Thunder in a close one, as the Vikings beat the Thunder this past week to improve to 1-0 in region play. Obviously, region games are huge going to the state tournament because they decide your seeding.
Pleasant Grove, or Lone Peak calling the timeout.
Zettner will bring up the ball for the Knights. The Knights pass it around. Cross-court pass. Pollard. Ball tipped away by Cale Mickelson, but the foul will be called.
Looked like a clean play by Cale Mickelson going for the ball there. Looks like he got a little bit of his wrist, though.
That is Cale's first of the game. Zettner inbounds the ball. Inbounds to Pollard. Zettner swings left side wing back to Pollard. Back to Zettner. Pollard pulls for 3, and it is long. Offensive rebound for the Knights.
Deep 3 there.
Looks inside for the pass to Pollard, but the ball is tipped away by the Vikings.
Knights will retain possession with 6:18 left on this first quarter.
Knights having a hard time moving the ball inside this pass possession. Pollard looks for the pass inside, gets it up to Noah Smithson. Pollard looks inside and misses the layup, and rebound for Van Komen. He is averaging 9 on the season. Casey Brown for 3, short. Rebound Zettner for the Knights. as he pushes tempo. Zettner, good pass to Pollard. Pollard can't find anybody, throws it out top to Smithson. Pass inside to Pollard, and stolen away by Casey Brown.
Casey being aware, being able to tip that ball.
Kavika Nkina feeds to Matt Van Komen. Matt Van Komen with the turnaround jumper, and it is good. 4-2 for the Vikings with 5 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Zettner pulls for the triple, in and out. And the ball is off the Vikings, and it will stay with the Knights.
Lone Peak taking a lot of deep threes tonight. One pulled from around 21 feet and the other from around 23.
Taking what the defense has given them, as they have had no success driving inside. Van Komen with the rebound. Outlet pass to Kavika Akina. He kicks it to the corner for Casey Brown. Casey Brown brings it up top. Wide open three. No good, off the front rim and out. Jackson Pollard with the pass down low to Noah Smithson. Noah Smithson looks inside to Pollard, and it's tipped away by Casey Brown. Cale Mickelson on the break, drives, and no good on the layup.
It's too far underneath for that one to go in.
Jackson Pollard with that defensive rebound for the Knights. Jump shot is good from Brimhall. The 6'8" center. Kavika Akina drives inside and is blocked by Jackson Pollard. Great hustle play there by Pollard. Josh Jackson pulls for three and is no good. Rebound, Van Komen.
Knights 0 for 5 on three-point attempts tonight.
Cale Mickelson with a nice spin move, but is no good on the jumper. Derek Church and Tim Nichols are subbing in for the Vikings. Matt Van Komen and Cale Mickelson will go to the bench for the Vikings.
Matt Van Komen really being the only Viking to get shots to fall tonight.
Mickelson is getting to the hoop, but he just hasn't been able to finish this.
Let's hope that changes
so far. Zettner drives inside, kicks it out to Jackson Pollard. Pollard hands the ball off to Zettner, and Lone Peak will reset their offense. Feeding inside to Jackson Pollard. Great defense by Derek Church, but the Knights will get the offensive rebound. Zettner drives, tipped away by Casey Brown, but a lot of contact, and the official will call the foul.
Looked like he went over the back, and they're going to call Casey Brown for a push. That'll be his first of the night.
Hands were clean, but had a hand on his back. Jackson Pollard gets the ball, passes out to Brimhall. Mid-range J is no good, but the Knights will get another offensive rebound, but it's stolen away by Tim Nichols. Casey Brown has the ball up top, swings to Kavika Akina. He thinks about the three, pump fakes, takes it again, and after a couple bounces, that shot is good. First three of the night for the Vikings. Noah Smithson on the left side wing, swings it to Brimhall. Back up top to Pollard. Screen is set for Zettner as he drives inside. Met immediately by Kavika Akina. Noah Smithson, 4-3, no good. Another missed three-pointer by the Knights. Casey Brown drives inside, and the layup is good. A lot of contact on the body, but no foul called.
Just under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Relatively low-scoring game so far, with both teams missing a lot of shots.
Very defensive.
And there's an offensive foul on the Knights. Great play by Tyler Fairbanks to draw the charge. As Matt Van Komen will now check back in for the Vikings. Church coming out. Obviously, Matt Van Komen is quite the inside presence.
Just a little bit.
Standing at 7'4". Casey Brown drives inside. Ball is tipped by Josh Jackson, and the Vikings will retain possession. Number 4, Tim Nichols, will inbound the ball for the Vikings. Inbounds it to Kavika Akina. Akina drives baseline, passes out to Casey Brown for the triple. Bang! Oh! Three-pointer, Casey Brown.
Nails it with defender right in his face.
With that basket from Brown, the Vikings take a 10-4 lead on the Knights. Josh Jackson looks inside for the layup. It's the Van Komen factor on the missed layup as Vikings on the fast break. Casey Brown drives inside, and layup is good. 5 straight for Casey Brown.
Under a minute to go here. Vikings up 8 points.
Vikings put together a little run. But that run is met with a Josh Jackson three-pointer for the Knights. Cuts the lead to 5. Kavika Akina crosses half court for the Vikings.
30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Vikings looking like they're going to look for the last shot here. 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Passes out to Tyler Fairbanks. Passes outside to Casey Brown. The ball is tipped off the hands of Casey Brown, and the Knights will get the ball back with 3 seconds here in the first quarter. Zettner brings the ball up. Stops and pops, and it is good. And the ref signals that it is good. Got the shot off.
That'll make it a 3-point game going into the second quarter. Vikings 12, Knights 9.
Great shot there by number 30, Zettner.
The Viking cheer squad out on the court, and they were state champions for the second year in a row. So, Bridger, what are you liking from the Vikings offense so far in this first quarter?
I really like how easily they're getting to the basket right now. They just got to execute down low. And as soon as those threes start falling, it'll be a lot easier for them to get inside and start finishing.
Matt Van Komen playing really well tonight, shooting over 60% from the field.
And he also really gives the Vikings that inside presence. With him in the middle, it really helps those wing defenders be able to cover out to those corner threes, making it really difficult on the Knights to get open shots. Nate Ritchie is checked in the game for the Knights, and so is Max Miller for the Vikings, as he will bring the ball up to start the second quarter. Tyler Fairbanks looks inside to Casey Brown. Casey Brown has it mid-range. Passes to Tyler Fairbanks. Tyler Fairbanks on the dribble drive, passes out to Cale Mickelson in the corner for 3, and that 3 is short. Good rebound by Noah Smithson of the Knights. Nate Ritchie pulls up for the 2, and that is off the front rim and into the hands of Tyler Fairbanks as Max Miller will bring it up for the Vikings. Drives inside, and that goes off his leg. Knights ball.
Max Miller was the starting point guard while Kavika Aquino was out, and he was the starting point guard while they had the Hawaii tournament, and he played very well.
Did a great job, got a lot of experience in those games with Kavika out. And that 3 from Noah Smithson is good.
That will tie the game up at 12s with 7:12 left to go here in the second
Coach
quarter.
McAllister was not a fan of that defense from the Vikings, calling a timeout and looking pretty furious. They're in the team huddle.
Westlake beat you! Westlake beat you!
As the student section here is chanting towards the Knights, Westlake beat you. And indeed they did, Brigham. Max Miller will bring the ball up for the Vikings coming out of that timeout. Both the Knights and the Vikings both have 4 timeouts remaining in this half. Screen by Van Komen. Frees up Casey Brown, but he looks inside back to Van Komen. Van Komen for 2, no good. Rebound, Jackson Pollard for the Knights. Jackson Pollard tosses up top to Corbin Zenter. Back to Zenter. Zenter drives, and it's blocked by Van Komen. Great defense and the foul. Jackson Pollard fouls Van Komen after that rebound.
Great block and rebound and drawn foul by Matt Van Komen.
Great hustle there by Van Komen. They need a lot of those for this game. Tied game here in Valhalla with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Max Miller looks left side wing to Tyler Fairbanks. And there's a foul inside called on Jackson Pollard for excessive elbows on Van Komen.
That'll be the 3rd foul on Lone Peak tonight.
Not a lot of other ways to play defense on Van Komen when you're a foot taller than everybody else. Referee explaining the call to the Knights. As the ball is inbound and to Casey Brown inside for the layup, and he can't finish. Great offensive rebound by Cale Mickelson, and defense draped all over him, and they will call the foul. Great board there by Cale Mickelson.
Cale Mickelson, night in, night out, always the most aggressive player on the court. That's why Coach Mack loves him.
He's that blue-collar player that every team needs. As another foul is called on the Knights. 3 fouls called just in this possession alone.
Looks like that's going to be called on number 34 with a knee.
Nate Ritchie. As Tyler Fairbanks hits that step-back mid-range J.
And his shooting stroke is so smooth.
Great shooter and has been for the Vikings for a couple years now. As Hanneman passes the ball to Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson passes out to Hanneman. Corbin Zentner pulls for 3, and that is long, and rebound will go to Cale Mickelson. As he passes up to Casey Brown, who is now pushing tempo. Kicks it to Tyler Fairbanks for the 3, and in and out. As Max Miller gets the offensive rebound, great little spin move, and the basket for Max Miller. Great hustle play there by Miller.
Vikings playing really well tonight.
If Lone Peak wants to win this game, they're going to have to limit the second chance points the Vikings are getting. Josh Jackson for 3, and that is no good. Another rebound for Van Komen. I believe that is 5 on the game. Casey Brown drives inside, fakes out the defender, and A nice floater from Casey Brown. Makes the defender
fake.
look absolutely silly.
Smooth fake and smooth bucket.
A little run here for the Vikings, 6-0 run. Corbin Zettner passes to Noah Smithson on the wing. Nate Ritchie passes down to Josh Jackson for the mid-range J, and it bounces off the rim a few times. And offensive rebound for Hanneman. Josh Jackson drives for the Knights. Good pass, but Nate Ritchie just was not ready for that inside feed as the ball goes rolling out of bounds. Vikings ball. Brimhall and Jackson Pollard are checking in for the Knights. Kavika Akina bringing the ball up. Casey Brown, right side wing. Dribbles the ball around. Full ball rotation to Max Miller. Matt Van Komen up inside, feeds it back to Max Miller. Max Miller, another feed to Matt Van Komen. And the shot is good, but the ref will call for an on-the-ground foul.
I believe I think that's his third foul.
Corbin Zettner is checking out for the Knights, and Reese is checked in.
Looks like Nate Ritchie's going to check out. He's had a couple fouls here in the past couple minutes.
Ball is fed right to Casey Brown. He can't finish on the layup. Looked like the Vikings caught the Knights off guard with that inbounds play. Don't think they were ready. But Brown just couldn't execute. Jackson Pollard looks left side wing, back inside to Cameron Brimhall. Bounces off the iron a few times. No good, but offensive rebound by Pollard, and he can't finish on the putback. Kavika Akina pushing it. Swings it to Max Miller. Max Miller for three. Bang, bang, bang. Another three for the Vikings. That is
now the Vikings a 9-point lead with 3:24 left in the second quarter. What are you liking so far?
I'm liking this 9-0 run the Vikings are on in the past couple minutes.
It's looking good. It's looking real good.
Lone Peak has not had an answer for them. They haven't been putting up very good shots on the offensive end as well.
The Vikings closing out almost on every shot and forcing very difficult shots. And even when the Knights do have open shots, they're not really getting them to fall tonight.
The Knights hopefully figured out something in that past timeout. Reese will inbound the ball. A full court press by the Vikings, trap in the corner, but they were able to get it Jackson Pollard. Jackson Pollard, nice behind the back move. Swing to Noah Smithson in the corner, but that shot will be no good as the Vikings draw the offensive foul.
It's going to be Derek Church drawing the charge there, and he is very good at that.
Great move by Derek Church to set his feet and step in front of the defender.
Derek Church might not be the tallest center in all of Utah, but he most likely gets the most chargers.
He is one of the smarter ones, that's for sure. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. The Vikings leading 21-12. Kavika swings it to Max Miller, back up top to Tim. Cale Mickelson drives inside, and great finish by Mickelson. There's 2 points. The Viking lead has grown to 11 on that basket from Mickelson. Hanneman drives inside and draws the foul on the ground.
It's be called on Tim Nichols with the armbar.
That is only the third foul called on the Vikings this half. Zettner feeds it to Hanneman. Back up top to Smithson. Hanneman resets the offense up top. No inside passing going on for the Knights. Zettner looks inside, passes to Reese. Reese hands it off to Hanneman, passes to Zettner, and Zettner for three, and he makes it. First three of the night, or third three of the night.
Knights got back on defense very quickly.
Great pass by Tim Nichols, and he gets it right back from Cale Mickelson, but he can't convert on the layup. Great passing there by the Vikings as Brimhall takes the ball and lays it up and in for the Knights. Kavika on the drive, and he is fouled. And we are at 1-on-1 as a big group substitution comes in for the Vikings. Casey Brown, Tyler Fairbanks, and Matt Van Komen all checking back in.
Kavika Key at the line, shooting 1-and-1. First one in.
First. And he'll get the second one.
Minute 36 here in the half.
And second one is good from Akina, as Vikings will press again. As Corbin Zettner is crossing half court with Tyler Fairbanks tightly on him. Noah Smithson with the ball up top. So three is up, and it is no good, but it is off the face of Hanneman. And Vikings will get the ball back.
Eight-point lead here with a minute 10 to go in the half. Akina crosses half court.
Looking to set up the play, screen by Van Komen. And the ball is fed into Van Komen, and jumper is good. Josh Jackson looks inside, and he is fouled by Casey Brown.
Casey trying to fight around that screen and gets fouled doing so.
That is two on Casey now, and Max Miller will check in for him.
Kavika Akina, it just astounds me. He's still recovering from a broken left hand and is starting varsity for the Vikings tonight.
In his second game back, as a pass was looking inside to Cameron Brimhall, but is deflected by the Vikings and stolen. Cale Mickelson drives inside, and the layup is up and good. Looked like he got fouled on that shot as well, but he's able to fight through the contact and make that layup. 10 seconds remain in this first half as Corbin Zettner will look to make something happen. Swings it to Hanneman. Hanneman pulls for the triple, and it is no good.
And that is halftime.
Great effort on that offensive putback from Cameron Brimhall, but that shot goes in and out, and it is no good.
We'd like to give you a thank you to Jimmy John's because they are handing out sandwiches tonight. We don't know why, but thank you. I believe we'll turn the time over to Isaac Huddleston with the halftime show. We'd also like to give a shout out to Russ Mayo, who makes all this happen. So a big thank you to him. We are currently looking for Isaac. Oh, my bad. Mr. Huddleston.
And as we do that, it looks like the state champion Viking cheer team is having their junior cheer camp.
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
I tried to sign up for it, but apparently I was too old.
I know.
And I guess they don't accept most guys. I don't understand what the deal was with that. From the looks of it, it looks like you have to be under 8 years old, so I guess I don't fit that.
Oh, dang. Off by like a month or two, right?
Maybe next year.
Yeah. Packed house tonight. Standing room only for basically anyone that walks in at this moment, and walked in at 30 minutes before.
Yeah, the reputation of the Pleasant Grove Vikings and Lone Peak Knight rivalry has brought all these people in tonight. The last few years, every game has been a close one and an entertaining. We're going to take a break here, and we're going to let you watch the junior Vikettes perform a little cheer.
And welcome back to the second half of the Pleasant Grove Vikings versus the Lone Peak Knights game. Pleasant Grove doing a cool thing here tonight. It's been Save Ferris Week at the high school, and we've been donating to a Make-A-Wish girl named Ruby. And so far, we've raised a ton of money. All the shirts that you see us wearing, or you see students wearing, that says Save Ferris in the royal blue, those are about $12 a piece, and all proceeds go to charity, or go to the Make-A-Wish.
Go to Ruby, yeah.
Goes to Ruby.
It's a great thing that Pleasant Grove has going, and has for a long time. Each year, all the proceeds go to someone in need.
And if you see any kids with shaved heads at Pleasant Grove, they also did it for her. So.
Yeah, today during lunch was the Save It or Save It or Shave It event, which there's 2 jars that say Shave It or Save It, and whatever had more money in it, either you didn't cut the hair or you shaved it.
Yeah, so
and all those proceeds again go straight to Ruby.
Pratt Talley and Micah Merrill, the 2 noticeable ones, so to speak.
Well, those boys were quite the flow masters.
They probably had like 5 pounds of hair each that got cut off.
Easily.
At least.
Pretty sure they had to bring in a dump truck to haul all that hair out.
So if you see them around, tell them thank you for participating.
Yeah, pretty awesome thing. And tomorrow night is the Pleasant Grove Save Ferris dance, based on the movie Ferris Bueller, Stay Off. And again, all those proceeds go straight
$5
to
a
Little
piece.
Ruby. Yep.
My bad.
$5 for Pleasant Grove.
$5 a piece to get in, and it is. I'm a sophomore, so I've never been to the dance, but according to these seniors.
Yeah, I can say as a senior, I've gone every year, and it is definitely the best dance of the year. And especially if you see the cause it's for.
So yeah, even if you're not from Pleasant Grove High School, we'd love to have you, as long as you pay to get in. I mean,
tomorrow night at 8:30. Both teams warming up now for the second half action. The leaders for the Vikings in the first half was Casey Brown with 7 points, 4 assists, and 3 steals. And Matt Van Komen had 6 points and 6 rebounds.
Both of them coming out playing very aggressive, along with Cale Mickelson.
Cale Mickelson, hustle points, hustle steals.
Yeah, most of his effort on the court doesn't come in points or any stats, but he sure does get it done. And then coming off the bench, Derek Church making a big influence. I swear I say this every time I commentate. Derek Church comes off the bench, plays crazy aggressive, gets the entire starting lineup to just go nuts, like get the energy back, and just like that, they're back on a 9-0 run.
Exactly. Church is a great role player for this Viking team.
Good luck to the Pleasant Grove baseball team, who have a tournament down in Las Vegas this weekend. So shout out to them.
A couple of my boys down on that team. A fellow commentator of ours, Kyle Gassman.
That's right, that's right.
He is quite the analyst for this PGSN.
If you would like to check out his work, it is under Junior Jazz Homecoming.
He has commentated a few Junior Jazz games, and I have to say, he is one of the best. As we get started here for the second half. Lone Peak starts with the ball as Zettner lines up for the 3 and immediately hits it. Nothing but net. Casey Brown looks inside. Great move to get to the hoop and finish with the layup. Smithson swings to Hanneman, looks inside to Pollard, can't get it there, gets it to Josh Jackson instead, and he hits the mid-range J from the free throw line. Kavika Akina is bringing the ball up for the Vikings. Kavika Akina has been a great player for the Vikings ever since he was a sophomore. Both ends of the court, he does it in steals, he does it in points, and great passer.
Kavika originally from Hawaii, but wanted a different style of basketball coming to Utah.
Great feed inside from Tyler Fairbanks to Cale Mickelson, and Cale Mickelson will finish the left-handed layup. Great ball movement there by the Vikings. Smithson pulls up from the deep three-pointer, and that is good. From the logo.
25-33 with 6:40 left to play in the third quarter. And the Lone Peak Knights making a 8-point lead. Originally coming from 12, so knocking 4 points off. Swinging the ball around.
Knocking down their shots. Knocking down their shots this second half. They weren't doing that in the first. As Casey Brown, pump fakes for the triple, drives inside, makes the layup and the foul. He will be headed to the charity strike 4-1. Great double move and score there by Casey Brown. And Jackson Pollard, Lone Peak's star player, has 4 fouls early here in the second half.
Casey Brown being one of the most talented guards in all of Utah. Just getting to the line, getting to the hoop any way possible.
Oh, and he can't convert on the and one. Still a great move. Like Brigham said earlier, Casey Brown committed to BYU, which is no easy task.
Well, unless you go to Lone Peak, I mean.
Yeah. That's their whole team right now is Lone Peak. Zettner drives inside. Van Komen's there to alter the shot as a dive for the ball on the ground, and a signal for Pleasant Grove ball.
I believe
a timeout.
A timeout was
rather.
called. And once again, not Casey Brown, my bad. Cale Mickelson diving for balls and just helping in any way he can.
Truly a big impact player.
Sacrificing his body every night. And this arena has filled up completely.
Yeah.
There are no seats left.
It is packed all around the track, and I hate to say it, but me and Brigham are a lot closer than we'd like to standing up here. Like to be standing up here on the track.
It's a little hotter than I'd like, but you know, it's been a fun game tonight so far, so I'm not complaining.
10-point lead for the Vikings with 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Both teams sticking with their original lineups coming out of this timeout. And Kavika Akina will bring the ball up. Kavika looks to set up the offense, throwing the ball near half court. Swings it over to Casey Brown. Casey Brown passes inside to Cale Mickelson. Great drawn up play by the Vikings. An easy 2 points for Cale Mickelson.
No one saw him cutting back door, and easy lob.
A double screen there by the Vikings as Jackson Pollard looks inside. And Matt Van Komen nearly blocks the shot, but Pollard is able to get the shot up and good.
That was a great layup, high off the glass.
Van Komen obviously has the intimidation factor going for him inside, altering people's shots just by standing there. He is the second all-time in the state of Utah, 4 blocks.
That's saying something. There are a lot of kids that have come through this program in Utah, or not this program, but know, programs in Utah.
In Utah, of course, yeah. As Van Komen misses the turnaround J, and Pollard will bring it up for the Knights. Kicks it over to Zettner. Zettner back out to Pollard. Full ball rotation over to Smithson. Smithson up and out of bounds.
Vikings playing a 2-3 zone, which is pretty uncommon, but they get it to work very, very well. Almost every shot is contested that Lone Peak, or almost every shot Lone Peak has shot tonight has been contested.
Well, like I said, with Van Komen being there in the middle, it allows for those wings to extend out, basically making the defense a 4-1. And they dare you to come inside on Van Komen, who misses the layup. And Pollard will get the rebound and come the other way. He kicks out to Hanneman. Hanneman squares up for 3, and that is good, cutting the Viking lead just to 7 points with 4 minutes remaining.
Let's just score another 3 and get by 10 again. That sounds great. That sounds like a good time.
Cale Mickelson on the wing.
Lone Peak's offense coming out here being very explosive.
Cam
in the
Nicholson
second
gets
half.
inside. A lot of contact on the body, but no foul called. As Pollard goes the other way, and he misses the wide open layup. Wide open layup, and he misses it. He wants the foul, but it looks like there was nobody near him. if you ask me.
He was by
Phoenix
himself.
Kicks it to Brown. Brown pulls up with the mid-range J, hand in his face, and it is no problem. Great steal by Tyler Fairbanks as he brings it up on the fast break. But the ref signals that Fairbanks stepped out of bounds when starting that break. Knights ball. Van Komen and Fairbanks heading to the bench for the Vikings with Derek Church and Max Miller. Checking in. Corbin Zettner swings outside to Jackson Pollard. Pollard goes up for the alley-oop and unable to finish. Doesn't have that Mickelson to Van Komen touch. As Casey Brown misses the wide open layup as ball gets tipped around a few times. A couple bodies flying onto the ground, but ball will stay with the Vikings. Mickelson inbounding the ball now.
.243 left in this third quarter.
Ball fed to Casey Brown. Casey Brown drives to the hoop, kicks out to Cale Mickelson. He looks for the three. Said goes on the dribble drive, and up and good on the layup. Mickelson having a very successful second half with 10 points now in the game. As a shot is off by number 5, Noah Smithson for the Knights, and Casey Brown with the board. Casey Brown drives inside, has been able to do it all game, and another and one. Another and one for Casey Brown. He is getting to the basket with ease.
Just what a move by Casey Brown. The jump stop, draw the foul, and still have the strength to get it in.
The crowd is now chanting, "You can't stop him," as they can't. Casey Brown now has 9 points in the third quarter alone. 15 on the game.
That'd be 16.
16. He makes his free throw, which he doesn't. A great hustle rebound by Cale Mickelson. He's falling out of bounds and he threw it away. Hanneman brings it up for the Knights. Smithson with a crossover on Aquina. Stolen away by Cale Mickelson. Cale Mickelson again with a hustle play as Casey Brown takes it inside. A lot of contact on that layup. Another score for Casey Brown.
What a Euro step. Just impeccable, impeccable.
Impeccable. He's unreal. That's all I can say. As a bailout foul call for the Vikings, Noah Smithson flings the ball out of bounds, but the refs will bail him out and call a foul.
I think it's going to be called on Max Miller. He held up a 4 in one hand and a 1 in the other. So I'm guessing it's on Max.
There's no 14 on the floor, so or 41, so I don't know what these officials are doing. No, I'm just kidding. They're great at their jobs. Or obviously they wouldn't be here. Smithson made the first of 2 free throws at the charity strike and makes the second one as well. Casey Brown brings up the ball for the Vikings. He passes inside to Derek Church, and the foul is called on Cameron Brimhall.
Actually, I think it's going to be called on Zutner.
Oh.
As Church goes to the line. First one in and good for Derek Church. Very consistent free throw shooter for the Vikings.
This Vikings team is a very good free throw shooting team as Church makes the second one.
15-point lead. Just under a minute 20 to go here in the third quarter.
Josh Jackson has the ball inside, shoots the mid-range J, and it is good. He has a clean stroke inside. They're going to call a illegal screen.
That's going to be on Derek
Church. That's Church's first on the game. Zettner brings the ball up for the Knights. He swings it to Smithson. Looking to get the ball inside. Hasn't been successful so far. Corbin Zettner drives, stops and pops, and the mid-range J is no good. Rebound, Casey Brown. Casey Brown has been all over the court in this third quarter. Nichols has the ball up top, swings to Tyler Fairbanks, and they're going to call a hand check on Corbin Zettner.
That's going to be his third of the night. So a couple more fouls to give until Pleasant Grove is in the bonus.
Nichols inbounds the ball to Miller. Miller drives, looks cross court to Casey Brown. Casey Brown behind the back, up, a lot of contact. Does he get his own rebound? Tyler Fairbanks 4-3, bang! 3 for Tyler Fairbanks.
That was, oh my gosh, that was 25 feet at least.
Deep 3 for Fairbanks as time runs out here in the third quarter. The Vikings have put together quite the third quarter, extending their lead to 16 on the Lone Peak Knights.
Wow, Pleasant Grove just playing out of their minds offensively and defensively.
I can't remember the last time the Knights have been getting beaten this badly.
Oh, Westlake. Oh, my bad. Wait, no. No, that's tonight.
By Pleasant Grove. Excuse me. As Pleasant Grove student section now is singing their fight song, as they do at the end of every third quarter. That song never gets old, Bergam.
Never.
Just listen to it on repeat. It's a banger, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely a head bobber. We are ready to go for the fourth quarter. And so is the Viking student section.
Cale Nicholson inbounds the ball to Max Miller. Casey Brown up top looking to set up his offense. Pleasant Grove handing the ball off up top. Casey Brown with the move. Good defense by number 10 Haskett on the Knights. As Vikings reset their offense again with Max Miller up top. He passes to Casey Brown. Great job by Haskett to get around the screen. Cale Nicholson, wide open 3, and bang! Another 3 for the Vikings. The Vikings have been red hot.
That makes it a 19-point game.
Red hot quarter for the half, rather, for the Vikings. And great defense as Matt looks like he tipped that ball. Another great hustle play by Cale Nicholson. As Tyler Fairbanks on the fast break feeds it down inside to Matt Van Komen. Back out to Cale Nicholson. Cale Nicholson on the drive. And alley-oop to Matt Van Komen. What a sequence by the Vikings. Great hustle play by Cale Nicholson.
The ball was rolling out of bounds, and somehow Cale throws himself towards the ball, hurls it back in,
starts
and on the other end, throws an oop to Matt Van Komen.
Great
Timeout given
by the Vikings. Vikings are putting together quite the half as their lead is now extended to 21 points on top of the Knights. And I'll tell you right now, as a student at Pleasant Grove High School, I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier.
I mean, we've gotten free Jimmy John's. We're up at 21.
And it's Safe Ferris Week.
And it's Safe Ferris Week.
Can you get better than this?
You
You
can't.
You can't.
So far, we got word from our statistician that Casey his plus minus is currently plus 24 on the court.
Which is crazy.
That is, like,
Not a lot of people do that.
James Harden has a plus 16, if you think about that.
Right now, he has 17 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds to go along with his 4 steals.
Wow.
As Jackson Pollard drives inside, kicks it back out to Haskett. Haskett looks like he's going to pull for 3. Instead drives, pass out to Smithson. And Smithson drives for the floater, and he is fouled by Van Komen on the closeout.
Still good defense by Van Komen. No easy buckets.
No easy buckets at all, no.
Jordan rules.
And that is Van Komen's first foul of the game, which is surprising. Usually a big man like that
Yeah.
has a lot of fouls. As
Matt playing.
number 5, Smithson nails home his first free throw and makes the second. He's 4 for 4 on the night. Lone Peak doing a press now. They inbound the ball to Kavika Akina, and now Kale Nicholson crosses half court, looks for the pass, and stolen away by Jackson Pollard. Haskett pulls up for 3 for the Knights, and that is up, and it is good, cutting the Vikings lead to now just 16. 5-0 run by the Knights in the last 30 seconds. Kavika Akina will drive all the way to the basket. Great shot by Kavika Akina. A lot of contact on that shot underneath, but
That was up on the white lining.
a circus shot.
Wow.
Somehow finds the bottom of the net.
You know, I think he practices those.
He definitely does, as Bullard drives inside and scores on Van Komen. As Lone Peak will do this press. Again, last time they did it, it was very successful getting a steal out of it.
Oh.
Great hustle play by Corbin Zettner.
And let me just say, great catch by the cameraman. Perfect technique.
Oh, that is my boy Phelon down there. His brother's in my ward. Great man. Yeah, great hands by that cameraman. Great skills, taking pictures. And they're going to call a travel on Matt Van Komen. But I thought they were allowed 2 steps in the basketball, but apparently
I
not.
thought we were too. Oh well. Maybe if he had a 13 on his jersey, he'd be different. Deep 3. In and out.
Zettner no good.
Rebound, Casey Brown.
He struggled shooting-wise tonight for the Knights. Kavika Akina has the ball on the left side wing.
5 minutes left in the game.
Ball's fed inside to Matt Van Komen. Matt Van Komen with the pass back out. It is stolen by Corbin Zettner. Great hustle play by Zettner. And he drives inside. Great pass to Pollard. And Pollard goes up to dunk on Van Komen, but he is met at the rim, and he is rejected. Not in Valhalla. I'm sorry, Jackson Pollard. Not in Valhalla.
I am thoroughly confused. He has, I think he has a foot advantage. So, I'm not sure what's going through his head. And I think that's going to be Nate Ritchie. That's it. Oh, that's only his 3rd foul.
Great defensive play there by Van Komen. That'll be going in his highlight reel for sure.
Yeah. Hey, Colton, put that on the highlight reel.
It takes a lot of courage to try to rise up on a 7'4" big man, but he did it. As the ball is stolen by Noah Smithson. Good pass out to Pollard, and he goes up for the dunk. And he is rejected by Cale Nicholson, but they call a foul.
The refs bail him out.
Call.
Oh!
He just got swatted by a man that is 5 inches shorter than him.
Oh!
Absolutely just demolished, but he gets bailed out so hard.
Oh!
So, that Not a great call there by the official.
But, oh, Kale Mickelson just stole that man's soul.
4:20 left on the clock.
Oh, bless.
Oh my gosh. I don't know about, if I was Jackson Pollard, I wouldn't want to show my face in Valhalla. I'm serious. Murdered twice. Murdered twice.
Geez.
2 possessions in a row. My goodness. As Pollard makes his first of 2 free throws.
Wow, that, oh.
As there's a timeout on the floor. Holy cow, that was I don't care if that was a foul or not. Colton, put that on the highlight reel. I don't care if it was a foul. That wasn't a foul to me. That was just a clean defensive effort.
That was amazing. With 4:20 left, the Vikings are up by 15 points, 57-42, which is ironic because Pleasant Grove's prom is on 4/20, April 20th. So, I want to give you guys a heads up.
That is awesome.
That's going to be a fun day.
Yes, it is. Quite some time away, but no big deal.
That's Kale's 3rd foul of the night. And I believe both teams are 1 foul away from being the bonus.
I'm sure he's pretty proud of that last foul, though.
Oh,
I know I would be.
I wouldn't care if I got ejected on that one.
I would walk out. I would retire on that play, knowing that I swatted
I
the
would
man.
sign my jersey and hang it up in our banners.
6'8". 6'8". Jackson Pollard rises up for the slam, but is ultimately fouled by Kale Mickelson, as Pollard will now attempt his 2nd free throw coming out of that timeout.
Whew.
Jackson Pollard makes the 2nd free throw. As Lone Peak still in the press, PG easily beats it. Casey Brown swings it over to Tyler Fairbanks, and the 3 is no good. That's a rare miss. Rare miss from Tyler Fairbanks. The foul is called on number 34, Nate Ritchie. That is his 4th of the game.
Looks like it's going to be... I didn't see it. But Nate Ritchie did end up on the ground, so maybe...
I think he jumped over Kavika Akina, and they called it over the back foul, as the ball is taken away by Pollard. And you don't see a lot of 6'8" men pulling up for 3 like he did now, and that shot is long. Great rebound by Tyler Fairbanks as he pushes the floor. Speedy little guy, and he is fouled. Shot is no good, but he will be going to the line for 2.
Great concentration. Did not get completely swatted. I thought Jackson Pollard was coming back for some revenge, but Tyler Fairbanks, being the smart player he is, gets it off the glass to get the foul.
Tyler Fairbanks, a great free throw shooter.
Up and in.
Just a pure shooter, that Fairbanks is.
Wow, yeah, he's unbelievable. Tyler Fairbanks and Casey Brown were named to the all-tournament team in the Nike Invitational Tournament in Iolani in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty tough to do because that was some of the top teams in the entire nation.
That tournament did have the number 4 team in the nation, which PG did fall to, but they were without some of their best players.
I mean, it was the son of Kenyon Martin and Scottie Pippen both on the same team.
Scottie Pippen has quite a few NBA championship rings.
And it looks like it's going to be genetic.
And I'm sure he's taught his kid a thing or 2.
So Pleasant Grove played him tough, just like they're playing Lone Peak tonight.
Noah Smithson drives inside, kicks it out to Brimhall, and airballs it as Pollard gets the ball back inside, and he goes up, and he is rejected by Matt Van Komen.
Oh,
great block.
My heart goes out to him.
But
his
Knights
last
will get
3
the ball
attempts
back
have all been blocked.
and score the triple. As the ball is tipped around a couple times and falls into the hands of the Knights. And Smithson looks inside with a great crossover, and he can't finish. But Pollard gets the offensive rebound, and another missed layup for Pollard. Kale Mickelson on the floor again, and jump ball is called. The ball will be going to the Knights.
We should have a stat just for Kale Mickelson, just to see how many times he gets on the floor
There's not
in the game.
There's not very many hustlers like Kale Nicholson, that's for sure.
It's at least happened 5 or 6 times tonight, and that
sure.
is crazy to think about.
Game changer.
He plays every game like it's his last. And he's only a junior.
Kick ball violation called on Tyler Fairbanks. He thought he was playing soccer, I guess.
Hey,
don't really know
stop the
why.
pass, doesn't count as a foul. I like it, I like it.
Come on, Tyler, this is basketball, silly. As Zettner
as if we would know
looks
better.
to drive. Hey, junior jazz or die, come on.
Oh, easy.
Smithson drives inside, pulls up for the mid-range J, and it is tipped by Van Komen. That has to be 6 blocks for him. Smithson gets the ball back after it's tipped around a couple times, and he bangs home the triple. Smithson been hot these last few minutes. As the Viking lead is cut to 9, but the 3 is up, and it is good by Tyler Fairbanks. Tyler Fairbanks, a pure shooter. And that 3 is good.
That will take another lead to 12 points.
See, Tyler, that's basketball right there.
Yeah,
not
that is
soccer.
how you play.
That is how you play.
Come on, Tyler.
I'm starting to think he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
So 2:24 left in this 4th quarter here tonight, and Vikings playing very well. Their next game, Tuesday against Bingham. I want some cheerleaders throw some shirts. So if you hear like a crash, it's me diving for a shirt.
Oh, come on, cheerleaders, come on. I see my preference date down there, but she just didn't want to throw me a shirt, I guess. It's all right, no hard feelings.
Hey, got to catch them all.
Kale Nicholson having quite the game for himself. 13 points, 8 rebounds, and a couple assists. And also about 10 dive for balls, if you want to count that as a stat. The Knights have been on quite the run in this 4th quarter, cutting the lead just to 12 after trailing by 21 heading into the 4th. If these Knights want to have a chance to win this ball game, they're going to start having to make a few shots here in the final stretch. As Corbin Zettner will bring out the ball for the Knights. He gives it to the hot hand in Smithson.
Looks like the Vikings have switched to man defense.
It's probably good with how many open shots Smithson is getting on those offensive rebounds. As another rejection by Van Komen, but falls
Good
in the
rebound.
hands of
Good
Pollard.
follow through.
Pollard, I think, has been swatted by Matt Van Komen 4 times. As the 3 is up and is long. Offensive rebound for Van Komen. Back out to Akina for 3. Bang! Another 3-pointer for the Vikings. Great shot there by
And
Akina.
that is the first 3-pointer made of the year for the city of Utah with a broken left hand out of all players.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a pretty good stat to have.
A 3 is banged home by Cameron Brimhall.
Cuts the lead to
10.
10.
Kale Nicholson has the ball in the wing. He's getting slapped around a few times, and they'll finally call a foul on number 40, Cameron Brimhall. And that'll be 1-1 for Kale Nicholson.
That's his first foul of the night with 1:09 left. The Vikings have 4 players in double digits tonight. That's Nicholson, Brown, Van Komen, and Akina. All playing very well tonight.
That free throw is no good. Fairbanks has 9.
So hopefully we can get him in double digits too.
The pull-up J is no good from Zettner, but the offensive rebound again for the Knights is put back up and in as the lead is cut to 8 with 46 seconds to go. Great pass by Akina over to Kale Nicholson in the corner. Swings the ball to Tyler Fairbanks, easy 2 points.
Hey,
and
there it is,
it's good.
double digits for all 5 starters tonight.
All 5 starters in double digits. That's great team basketball. As Zettner goes up and is rejected by Van Komen.
Matt might have a triple-double
And another block by Van Coleman. Another block from Matt Van Coleman. And there is a reason, ladies and gentlemen, he is number 2 all time in the state of Utah, 4 blocks. As Noah Smithson tries to rise up for the jam.
That was close.
Lands on his back.
That was close. I think
Pretty hard foul. Matt Van Coleman has 7 blocks on the night. A great game defensively and offensively and on the boards for Van Coleman.
Matt Van Coleman is just balling out tonight. This has one of his best games of probably his entire career.
13 seconds left here, and the Vikings are up by 10.
Another timeout called here by Lone Peak, and I believe that's their last one.
Yeah, that's their last of the game.
Both teams in the bonus.
It's been a great team game for the Vikings. The Lone Peak Knights started to play some better basketball here in the 4th quarter, but it just came a little too late as they are down by 10 with little time to go. This will be a quality win for the Vikings, moving to 2-0 in region play. 2-0 in region play as the Knights will fall to 0-3, I believe.
Yeah, 0-3.
Lone Peak.
Actually, no, I believe they might be 1-3 or 1-2, but we'll fall to 1-3.
They actually might be 1-2. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they did beat Bingham.
Yeah, and
they did beat Bingham and dropped to Westlake, and now tonight to the Vikings.
And Bingham, plus the Vikings have on Tuesday, and I believe it's here. I want to say here, as Stinson hits that first free throw.
Lone Peak hasn't had a losing record in region in quite some time, I would have to say.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Noah Smithson makes both free throws, and Max Miller gets absolutely hammered.
Yeah, harassed, so to speak.
Yeah, harassed in the corner by the Knights. And a timeout is called by the Vikings with 10 seconds remaining.
No call made, but a timeout called
by Coach McAllister.
Oh, okay.
Randy, my boy, good call. Good call on the timeout.
So Vikings up 8 with 10 seconds to go.
Say, you're not gonna win. Close game. It's over, boys.
Yeah, so this game is about wrapped up. Junior Jazz game tomorrow, of course. Me, Colton, and Henry. Well, if you don't know Henry, he was on the crew last year. We got a game tomorrow in the Pleasant Grove High School C Gym, 9:30, so we'd like to invite you all to that.
Also 9:30, my game in the A Gym.
Hey, so I'll stop by yours.
Halftime.
Hey.
I mean, half and half, both those games.
Yeah, we'll see.
Definitely won't be as good of a game as tonight from the Vikings. I doubt we put up 66, but we'd like to hope.
I could score 100 points tomorrow and still not be as happy as I am right now.
I have to agree with that. Max Miller looks at him as the ball, gets it to Casey Brown, and he is harassed by 2 Knights defenders.
Sends number 10, like, falling to the ground. He didn't even dribble the ball.
I think that is 5 on number 15, Jackson Pollard,
So he's had a rough night tonight. He's playing his heart out, though, so props to him.
The majority of points that have come from putbacks on hustle offensive rebounds, though, as he does foul out and he is done for the game. Casey Brown will head to the line, 1-1, with 8 seconds remaining in this game. Casey Brown makes his
Nails
first free
it.
throw.
Always good to work on those.
The Vikings student section is all kind of creeping down, looking like they might storm the court.
I wouldn't mind it. I
would
would take a 3-day suspension to storm the court.
I have to agree with you. Zettner, no good on the floater. And that'll just about do it. And that is the end of the game. As the Pleasant Grove Vikings beat the Lone Peak Knights 68-58. Great team win from the Vikings.
Nothing feels better than a win against your rivals.
Truly a great game from the Vikings.
So signing off here, or we're going to give you the post-game stats.
We're going to give you the player of the game is definitely, well, you know what? We're going to do co-player of the game between Casey Brown and Matt Van Komen. Brown finishing with 19 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals. And Van Komen has 12 points, had 12 points, 11 rebounds, 7 blocks, and a few steals to go along with it. Great game for both those players and the rest of the Vikings.
Outstanding game by everyone. And we're going to give you the non-stat player of the game, which will be Kale Mickelson, as it is almost every night. But I've never seen a player work harder than him on a basketball court. Like, not even in 2K. Like,
seriously,
my guy I created, no, he does not even, I mean, he doesn't give any effort.
Truly
He's so lazy.
a great hustle player for the Vikings. And this'll just about do it for me, Bridger Carson, and
Brigham Ray. We're going to sign off here. Everyone have a wonderful night tonight. If you would like to watch this game again, it is under uploads on KPGR 881 on our YouTube. We're not sure how soon that's going to be up, but we'll get to you as soon as possible.
Thank you for tuning in, and join us next Tuesday.
Oh, and hold on. Great backflip by Sam Glad. If the camera's still rolling, that was awesome. That's my cousin. All right. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Tune in.
We'll see you on Tuesday.
Tune
Game
in
against
Tuesday.
Bingham.
Pleasant Grove Bingham. Thank you.